Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to be in school with you and learning together with you. I want to give you a few things to think about before we meet together for CPD in the next couple weeks. So, if you were in Oshkosh, Linda Kuhop brought to us a few simple rules. I loved them so much that I brought them to our teacher leader team and said, I feel like I want to use these. What do you think? I asked Linda. She said, go for it. You can. So I want to present three of the four rules today to you. And they are simple rules, but I think they're going to make a big impact with this kind of year that we have in front of us. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to show you these. You will see these in our CPD slides eventually. The first rule is seek joy in every interaction. I think that's easier for some people than others. It's hard for me sometimes to seek that joy, but guess what? I'm trying to be intentional about it, and I want you to follow that rule also. Let me give you some examples. Okay. Lots of meetings already. I could choose to be like, another meeting. But instead, in the space I'm in, I'm trying to find that thing that makes me smile. So I'm at Merrill in the office with a marvelous group of teachers selecting students. And I look up, and there's this amazing picture on the wall of a very colorful, two very colorful giraffes with glasses. And when I walked into that room, I looked at it and it immediately made me smile. So I know that that is a joy that can make me smile. Another joy at Oaklawn, sitting at my desk, feeling overwhelmed. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, where is the joy? Where's the joy? And I hear the kids playing on the playground behind me. And I think, all right, get up, go look at those kids playing on the playground. They're laughing, they're enjoying themselves. It made me smile. I found that joy. Okay. Sometimes it's harder to find the joy in interactions, but I want you to seek that joy wherever you can. Okay. Rule number 2. Teach and learn in every interaction. Okay. We have a role where we're coaches, right? And we have a lot of expertise in some areas. Here's what I want you to think about. Just like when we're working with kids, if we are doing all the talking, we're not allowing the kids to show up, right? We talk about that all the time, like during our live lesson observations and things like that. Who's doing all the talking? We do have things to share, but there's a time and a place for that. So what if in every interaction you have, whether it's with kids, whether it's with teachers you're working with, whether it's the principal and administrators, how about if you think about what you can learn from the situation as much as what you can teach in the situation? Okay, so that can be hard, and you have to be able to pause in your conversations. You have to be able to ask good questions. Okay. So perhaps a teacher comes to you with a question, and maybe you feel like you have an answer right now to give them, but instead, maybe you say, tell me more about that. What else do you know about that? Those kinds of things. Because we need to learn just as much as we teach. I feel like it becomes a role we want people to see us as leaders. We want people to see us as experts in our world, but we don't know everything. I don't know everything. I know very little, in fact. So if I can walk away feeling like I've learned something new from that experience, that interaction, I will have followed that rule. Okay, rule number 3. And this is an oldie, but a goodie and very necessary this year. Keep a strengths mindset. Have you already heard it this year? or perhaps you've already said it this year. These kids are coming in so low. My kids don't even know how to sit in their chairs. Um, so many kids are gone. Okay, so all of these things, they're true. They're facts, right? What if we start to change the narrative on some of those things and move it to a strengths mindset? So a teacher says, my child only knows 10 letters. Oh, great. That's a great place to start. Let's think about which ones he knows and which ones now he can learn next. Changes it not from the fact that he only has 10, but it changes it from he only has 2. That's a great place to start. Here's another one. I'm not going to make it this year. My group of kids is so overwhelming. That's a hard one. Okay. How do we change that to a strength mindset? Oh my gosh, these kids have been through so much. I wonder what we're going to learn from them this year. Okay, these are not hard things to say. They aren't judgmental things to say, but I want you to start thinking about some of the verbiage we can use to change the narrative to a strengths look at things. We want to show up and be responsive to the situations and the kids that we have in front of us. The only way we're going to do that is if we look at it with a lens of, I'm going to learn from it, and we can do this. It might look different and feel different, but we can do this. So you will learn the 4th simple rule at CPD this next week. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Thanks for listening. See you soon.